Now coming to your answer, you see the secretaries in the government of India. There's hardly one or two nominal members over there. See the cabinet secretaries in the different states. There's none.
Show me the data.
See the joint secretaries in the government. There is enough quantifiable data. And if you want to go for a more quantifiable data to class 3 to class, it will take years together.
TSR Subramaniam is
will be pushed further, relegated to the background. And therefore, it was for this reason that Ben Mayawati ji took this up in an aggressive way, and I'm very happy the parliament is concerned.
I'll tell you why you are wrong.
I'd like to give a reply to this.
Yes, but after TSR Subramaniam, please, who seems to be amused by it. Mr. Subramaniam seems to be amused by Mr. Bhadodia's argument. Go ahead, Mr. Subramaniam. Why are you amused?
I am amused because we are looking at the issue not in totality but in a piecemeal fashion, only to suit the purposes of the immediate argument, the immediate interest that we represent. What is the reason why there are extremely competent scheduled caste officers, people from the reserved quota, in the government services at all levels in the state and government of India? Many have become secretaries to government of India, many have become chief secretaries to the states, DG police, etc., on merit, and many have done extraordinarily well. But there is a basic problem here, because the age of entry for others is 25 and for the reserved quota is 32, a large number of people enter 7 years later. At the end of the race, they lose out. So the solution is that there are extremely good people there, have the same age of entry. You will then find the problem gets solved immediately. The next thing is, please give me, since I am not allowed to speak, generally speaking, by the various people here, the next point I wish to make is, don't confuse between at entry level and at promotion. At entry level, they don't know each other.
That's right.
At promotion, they are equally government servants in the same hierarchy. You are going to create huge bad blood.
You want to exact
in every university, in every system, and that bad blood is going to not only services,
I'm sorry,
but the whole the people of India.
Mr.
The people of India.
Mr. Bhadodia, one minute. Gaurav, I am coming to you for a strong rebut. Mr. Bhadodia, I am telling you this. Mr. Bhadodia, please hear me. There is an entire generation in this country, Mr. Bhadodia, which went to college in the early 1990s, which will never forget how caste was brought back to the center stage because of the Mandal Commission. People, a generation which was beginning to forget caste.
When did it go?
1 minute, Professor Kumar. You may feel it never went and you may want it never to go. But the fact is, people want to let go of caste as a instrument in Indian politics. It may suit the BSP, because the moment caste becomes irrelevant, the moment caste becomes irrelevant, the BSP becomes irrelevant.
Panchayat is not BSP.
The moment caste becomes irrelevant, Mayawati becomes irrelevant. So you have to keep finding ways. But why are you dividing the bureaucracy? Why are you dividing the bureaucracy of your state? Why are you dividing the bureaucracy of India? What right does any political party have to play politics now with the civil services of this country? Mr. Bhadodia, today 1.8 million people have gone on strike. 1.8 million have gone on strike.
No, not at all.
This is only in Uttar Pradesh where the UP government is backing this strike. Let me say this.
Yes, Mr. Bhadodia.
I have just inquired. Bhagedari movement.
It is only in Uttar Pradesh where the UP government is abetting this strike.
Of this strike.
Mr. Bhadodia, please.
The Bhagedari
yes, what I am saying is
Mr.
it is
Bhadodia, please. Mr. Bhadodia, but can we please hear?
I think he's
Mr. Bhadodia.
Somebody is speaking, so what I'm saying, this is to say that the UP government is abetting this strike. It is not the people of Uttar Pradesh. And let me say this, if there was a national response, then it would have been nationally, because the UP Samajwadi Party is in power over there, so therefore they are abetting this strike. Insofar as the nation is concerned, they do feel that the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe should be given.
Mr. Bhadodia, 1 minute, Professor Kumar.
Overboard.
Professor Kumar, 1.8 million employees have gone on strike. This includes state government employees,
what is where?
Power department employees, and teachers.
Get this data.
And teachers.
No, where this is not. Tell me where is this census coming from? 1.8 million bureaucrats are not there in bureaucracy. UP bureaucracy
I
has
am
only 11 lakh people.
Professor Kumar.
You are giving me...
Professor Kumar, please be very clear about it. What you are doing is dividing the bureaucracy of your state. I don't know, Gaurav, I want to get Gaurav Bhatia. Gaurav, are you instigating this strike? Are you instigating this flash strike? Because Mayawati is having her way in parliament.
It is very unfortunate, Arnab, that even if everybody agrees with the stand of the Samajwadi Party, rather than appreciating our stand, that it is in the interest of the nation and the common man, we are targeted as if it is due to political compulsions. If there is a genuine strike in the state, if there is dissent amongst all the workers, then we are portrayed to be the one behind this strike. I think, what needs to be appreciated is that Samajwadi Party is taking a stand on the basis of principles that it has, and it is sticking to this stand. And that is what being appreciated. You are agreeing with me.
Gaurav, I don't know your stand. You are not clear to me on your stand. Therefore, let me ask you, what is your stand? If you are either against caste-based promotions or you are for it. Are you against? If you are against caste-based promotions, Gaurav, then you have to tell me that you are also against caste-based promotions for OBCs. Otherwise, you are simply being opportunistic.
I was coming to that. If you don't interrupt me for a minute, I'll be able to answer that question. The ideology of Samajwadi Party is that there should be no caste system. Everybody should be equal. There should be equal opportunity for all.
For a party that has defined its politics on caste, that is laughable.
It might be laughable for you, but our ideologue Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia, whom we follow and idolize, wanted this ideal society. Let me answer your question. Let me answer your question that when we were talking about reservation, 10 years was introduced. It was a time-bound solution.
Again, you are dodging my question. Again, you are prevaricating.
No, I am trying to answer your question only.
You are trying, but you are not being able to, and I wonder why.
Samajwadi Party also wants that everybody should be equal.
Why are you not being able to answer my question?
On what score?
I am asking you a simple question. I am now going to ask you the question for the 4th time. Gaurav Bhatia.
Yes, please.
If you are against caste-based promotions, you don't have to give me this long introduction and preamble. Then you are also against any caste-based promotions for OBCs. Say yes.
Right. Now, may I answer?
I've been waiting.
Yeah. The reservation has been introduced for a purpose, and I said
again you are dodging.
Standard that applies to SC. No, I'm not dodging. Please hear my answer.
But you're not answering me.
Reservation was, if you permit me, then only I can answer. Reservation was introduced for a purpose so that everybody can be brought to an equal platform. Once that is achieved, there should be no reservation. And to that I say the OBCs or SC/ST should be measured with same yardstick, and Supreme Court has...
So you are not fighting for equality. You only want... There you answered the question. So you want quotas for OBCs.
I answered your
Sharad
question.
Pradhan, tell me either I am... Sharad Pradhan, am I completely wrong in trying to... my assessment is the gentleman to your right.
No,
Gaurav Bhatia wants quotas in promotions for OBCs. Mayawati wants quotas in promotions for SC/STs. Merit doesn't matter. Merit doesn't matter.
What I can see, Arnab, I think it's very evident that if this policy were to include OBCs, I am sure Samajwadi Party would not object.
Exactly, that's it.
But Arnab, what is important? Another important point here is that these people who are advocating for this kind of promotions in reservations and promotions are going to create an elitist class amongst themselves. As it is, their existing reservation system is giving opportunity only to that section of society which once attains a certain level because of the reservation. Now, having, for instance, an IAS officer or a state level PCS officer, why should his child be entitled to this reservation? Instead of that, he is depriving the same community's chap who is stitching shoes on the roadside, who's washing utensils in a restaurant. The same that Dalit never gets an opportunity because his child doesn't go to a good school. His child doesn't have the facilities the social status. They are being deprived. They are depriving that class. And by indulging in this reservation in promotions, they will further create a divide.
What is the incentive left?
By depriving the lowest, those in the lowest.
What is the incentive today for a 21-year-old university topper, perhaps a great and brilliant all-round student, to sit for the IAS examination unless they are an SC, ST or OBC? Mr. Subramaniam, you know, when you bring caste at this level.
Come on, Arnab, come on, don't give these sermons.
One minute. I am asking a question. It may bother you. I'm asking a question. You may get needled by it.
This is what I'm saying, that this
You may get
nation has
needled by my
survived.
question, but that will not stop me from asking the. I'm asking.
Why don't you ask Professor Vivek Kumar why should his son,
Let me
why should
answer
his
this.
child be given a reservation?
Let me answer this.
I am 1 minute. What?
Let me answer this.
I am asking Mr. Subramaniam. Will you please let him respond? Yes, Mr. Subramaniam.
Arnab, I've heard repeatedly
This question needs my answer.
seniority and merit are two universally accepted principles of our promotion. For entry, we have a certain system which has stood the test of time in India, even though it was envisaged to be only temporary. But once you make the distinction and throw merit out of the window on the ground that merit cannot be accurately, you cannot decide is Tendulkar better than Dravid or not. Is my Mohalla musician better than Ravi Shankar or not? And therefore, throw the baby with the bathwater, throw the principle of merit outside, apply that. It's a question of time before it comes to your army, and you get the 20th general becoming the chief. Apply it to the any Tom, Dick and Harry lawyer.
Where will you stop?
Supreme Court judge. Apply it everywhere.
Where
you are not going to break up this country. This country is running because of the civil services.
Where will
you break it up? It is not because of politicians of business. This country is going to get broken up by doing that. People don't understand the dangerous play that they are doing now. By all means, handle your caste problem. But this is no solution to the caste problem.
Where will this stop?
I mean, is Mr. Subramaniam saying that the collective wisdom of the parliament has no meaning? It is the collective wisdom
and the wisdom of the courts
Yes,
has
I
no.
It is not collective wisdom. The judiciary, the judgment also needs to be respected.
Let me answer.
The judiciary also
Let
needs
me
to be
answer.
respected.
Let me answer.
Yes.
True, the judiciary
Let
too.
me
Yes,
answer.
Mr. Bhatia.
I believe that the way our parliamentary democracy is being run, the voice of the people is not being heard. We saw that in the case of FDI in retail just now, where two of the parties present opposed it. And therefore, I think for these fundamental matters, we need a superior way in which decisions are taken. It should not be based on party politics, on vote bank politics. There should be a larger way in which these decisions are taken. To that extent, I don't think the present system is sound.
This bureaucracy. I'm ashamed of Subramaniam, who has placed down our parliament like this and being the secretary, he is cabinet secretary. He should have resigned the services, then he would have not served the country as cabinet secretary. If he doesn't believe in his parliament, I'm really ashamed when he says that we need to
Mr. 1 minute, Mr. Professor Kumar, I just want to say, Professor, let's not attack personally. Everybody has a right to have a point of view.
Let's respect each other's views.
Exactly. Let's respect each other's views and let's also respect each other's views. I cannot compete. Let's also respect each other.
To speak.
Mr. Professor Kumar. Professor.
No, I have respected him. He is saying there is no meritocracy. Dalits do not have meritocracy.
Professor Kumar.
Dalits do not have merit. He has been saying.
Professor Kumar, he's making a simple point. He is not saying that. You are trying to make. Professor, I am most respectfully.
They might not be needing reservation.
Most respectfully, I would like to request the professor, sir, don't add a polemical edge to what Mr. Subramaniam is saying. He's simply saying what a lot of people in this country are asking. You take, where will you stop in promotions?
Only 2 points.
Today you want to start promotions in the bureaucracy in Uttar Pradesh. Tomorrow you'll have promotion in bureaucracy across the entire country. Tomorrow you will have promotions for
It is
in every part.
Constitutional mandate.
Well, it
and
was not.
that's why the nation builders did not give reservation in judiciary, nation builders did not give reservation in army, and
Yeah.
I think nation builders were much more visionary.
Yeah,
They
and-
only gave in bureaucracy.
Constitution
and
can be
politics.
changed.
University.
Constitution can be changed as we today.
If
as we
anybody,
today.
if anybody can answer today, look into their own mirrors. Any politician can look at themselves and say, quotas have nothing to do with political gain and vote banks. Then that will be a reply I want to hear. If it's got to do with vote banks, questions will be asked. To my respected panelists, at that point, I'm completely out of time. I thank you for participating in debate number 1 on the News Hour tonight. Thank you very much.